finish that game of yours without a publisher.
Wasteland 2? Yeah, it was a top seller on Steam. Our fans loved it, and it's good to be making role-playing games again.
Yeah, well, I knew it would sell. So, let's see how that money's treating you. Give me the grand tour.
I don't know how exciting it'll be, but come on.
Whoa. Pretty dark for reception area, isn't it?
Reception area?
Where's the basketball court?
The what?
No teppanyaki bar?
Teppan what?
You don't have an on-call masseuse?
What you see is what you get. Come on, let's go to the conference room. All right, come on. Here, have a seat.
So what's next? There's plenty of money to squeeze out of Wasteland. What do you think? Get a bare bones Wasteland 3 out there for the fiscal year end?
Well, we don't like to rush to get a sequel out immediately. In fact, we're already working on a new game.
Oh yeah, Planetscape Numa Numa. How's that going?
Actually, it's looking great, but we're kickstarting a different game in a couple of weeks.
Another new game? Bad idea. You should be making a free-to-play version of Wasteland. Or, I know, in-game consumables for Wasteland. Players aren't price sensitive when they're low on ammo.
Now, I don't think you understand. Our audience, the reason why they support us is that we don't do those types of things. We spend all of our time making the games fun rather than worrying about how to pick the money out of their pockets.
Alright, fine. What's the new game? Give me the pitch.
Alright, so the game that put me on the map 30 years ago, and the one that I get asked about the most, is the Bard's Tale.
Another old game? Alright, listen, old school. I'm telling you. You need to get in the DLC business. Mobile apps, MMOs, pets, or hats, or paid mods. It's all the rage. Anything except another Kickstarter campaign. Seriously, it's dead.
Funny you should say that, because actually we're looking to raise another $1.25 million from Kickstarter, and then we're going to add at least another $1.25 million on top of that. Why do you have all this interest anyway?
I'm a consultant now, thanks. And it's clear, you need a consultant.
So you don't have a job?
Would I f***ing be here if I had a job?
Hi, I'm Brian Fargo, and I'm coming to you from the ruins of Skara Brae, which many of you remember was from the original Bard's Tale. Fucking freezing. A few years ago, I came to you to help make Wasteland 2 a reality, and boy did you come through. Your incredible support gave inXile the ability to create a sequel in the style and manner it deserved. That Kickstarter campaign was one of the highest points in my career, and it meant so much to me that you got behind us. We did not want to let you down. We delivered an epic-sized game with Wasteland 2 to great praise from the people that supported us. And then I came back and pitched Torment, and we weren't even done with Wasteland 2, and you came through even stronger. That first day of funding was incredible. Your trust and enthusiasm meant we could continue doing what we love, making role-playing games. With your direct support, we get to stay laser-focused on creating high-quality games without worrying about the mass market. And we know people appreciate buying a game once and playing it for days on end without having to spend another dime. And so, I come to you again today asking you to help us finance the sequel to The Bard's Tale. The Bard's Tale was a classic dungeon crawl that brought music and art into the genre. It was a hard game. We spun you around, teleported you, wouldn't let you save game before every encounter, and ambushed you with 4 groups of 99 berserkers, and you loved every minute of it. Now, the RPG genre has come a long way since then, and we don't plan to copy the interface, text-driven combat style, or force you to bust out the graph paper. What we do have plans for is to use the most advanced graphic technologies, but not lose sight of what makes the Bard's Tale great. It's a party-based RPG with strategic combat that requires your brain and not your reflexes. It will have a deep sense of exploration, atmospheric riddles voiced by the eerie magic mouths, and diabolical puzzles you love to solve. Of course, any game with a bard means music plays an important role, so expect some beautiful Scottish songs that are sung in the native Gaelic language. Expect the challenge. It will not be an easy game. And thanks to our success, we will continue, as we did before with Torment and Wasteland 2, to invest our own monies into the game to make sure Bardsdale 4 is the best that it can be. Quite simply, you want it, we'll build it.